What's up, everybody? Hope y'all are all having a wonderful day. I'm Anthony. On today's video, we're going to do a quick gear talk because I wanted to show you about a product that I got a few months ago that I really like, that I wanted y'all to know about, so that's why we're going to talk about it on the channel today. That product is the NB-100 from Parcil Safety, so please stay tuned. That's right, today we are talking all about the NB-100 full face respirator from Parcil Safety. It's just like all my honest reviews. This isn't actually an honest review. I'm just talking about a product I really like, but it's one of those ones where I have not been contacted by the company. The company doesn't know I exist. They're not giving me any kind of coupon code or money back on the back end or whatever. They didn't give this to me for free. I literally purchased this with my own money. I just wanted to tell y'all what I like about it because I want you to know that there are other options out there besides just mirror safety, which you see everywhere. Now, I'm sure some of y'all are probably wondering where my beard went. Well, guess what? It's around that same time every single year. I got to get rid of the beard so I can do my fit check for OSHA. So since I had to do that, I might as well was like, you know what, I'm going to do a whole video about one of my toys I got recently. I got this back in November, actually. And I want to do a review on it because I really like it. And I want y'all to see what it is and how it works, because if you are looking for a full face respirator / gas mask, I want you to know that there are other options out there, like I said, besides just mirror safety. Now, if you're looking for gas masks or respirators for maybe the social issues that you have to deal with, rioting, that kind of stuff, then I highly suggest you go check out my friend Steve over at Corsair Trainers. His channel is going to be up here and down below in the description. He talks about this stuff in a better way than I can in terms of having to deal with seeing this in a city setting, okay? He lives in that area. He's dealt with this kind of stuff for a long time, so he knows what he's talking about, so please go check him out for that type of information. And a lot of people talk about the industrial side of things, or maybe even the more practical reasons why you might want to have a respirator. So when it comes down to respirators, a lot of people think about these standard dust masks. These masks right here are great for larger particulate matter, especially if you happen to be working in construction, you know, having like woodworking where you may be sanding a lot, painting, that kind of thing, so you don't get the giant particulates in your lungs. But when it comes down to other industrial applications, like maybe you are laying down epoxy or dealing with some sort of corrosives like you know, oil-based things that can actually be inhaled through your lungs, like vapor-wise, that can actually really hurt you. A lot of people still use the dust mask thinking that it's actually helping, but in reality, if you can actually smell it, it's hurting you. So it's at that point you are going to want to upgrade to something better than just a dust mask, which is why a lot of people like to use the half-face respirators or even the full-face respirators. For me personally, because I've been doing this so long, going on 20 years now, I like to use a full-face respirator if the climate allows for it. If it's 100-something degrees outside, having a full face, you know, does suck. But it's one of the things where I like having it because I don't have to worry about my eyes as much as somebody else may have to. That brings me to this item right here. I have it situated like this because I wanted to show you how to don, just like any other kind of gas mask, how to put this on. If you take this and you put it inside out over the screen, all you're going to want to do is put it up against your face.
See? Super duper easy. And the way you want to check to make sure it's working is you see your filter, if you plug it and breathe, it should suck up against your face.
Now, some of the pluses of this particular mask right here are the fact that, number one, it has a very wide range of view, okay? When I put this on, I can see everything. It's not like the old school ones where they have like little holes right here where you can only basically see right in front of you like a horse. No, you can still see everything because it's a very wide plastic rim to be able to see everything you normally would. The thing I like about this mask is the fact that you have the canister, which is a 40mm NATO, so you can trade out canisters that have that 40mm size depending on whatever situation you may be in. This right here is an NB-100 filter from this company, and it's good for nuclear, biological, you know, chemical events, and there are certain things that it's rated for. There are other ones that are good for like organic vapors if you happen to be working in an area with like ammonia. There are other ones for people that do like a lot of epoxy work, so you can be able to work fine with all the epoxy without having to worry about breathing that stuff in. And for a lot of people that aren't aware, if you happen to be working with chemicals like bleach, heavy bleach, that stuff can really burn your lungs. So if you are in an enclosed space working with that stuff, you really should be wearing some kind of respirator to protect yourself with the proper filter. So having a mask like this with the ability to change filters for whatever you may be dealing with is a plus. That's why I like it. Now here are a few of the filters that you can potentially get from the site. This one is PD1 filter canister. It is good for all of these chemicals right here. If you happen to work on an industrial site, maybe even live close to a railroad, you might want to check this one out. This right here is the NB-1 filter. This is the one I showed you that was on mine. It is going to be really good for particulate filtration as well as organic vapor filtration. And these are some of the industries that you could use it with. It's a good all-in-one, that's why I got it. Then you have the lightweight smoke particulate filter. It's great to be able to get things down to 0.3 of a micron. Great for these industries right here. And finally, this is that ammonia filter I was talking about. If you happen to be working around a lot of animals with waste, then you definitely want to check out an ammonia filter. One other thing that I like about this one is the fact that you see how this mask has the filter on the left side. Well, if I wanted to shoot a weapon, I could have the rifle on this side and not have to worry about the filter getting in the way. But if I happen to be left-handed, I can change the filter to this side and not have to worry about losing too much sleep over it, because I'm changing sides. I can then shoulder the rifle fine without worrying about losing most of my cheek weld. Another plus I really like about this is you see these vents right here inside the mask. They help create like a turbulence in the air, so you don't have that fogging that happens on a lot of masks. If you buy one from, say, Lowe's or Home Depot, a lot of them, they are cheaper for a reason, because they don't stop that fogging that happens when you breathe. Condensation is going to form on this. Well, if you get a higher end mask that has these little vents right here that help whenever you breathe out and breathe in, it keeps the air moving so you don't fog as much. I've been outside wearing this mask when it's 90 degrees, and I haven't really had to worry about having, I'm sweating obviously, but I don't have to really worry about having too much condensation. Yeah, some of it builds up right over here, but I can still see just fine. You really want to pay attention to that in a mask, because not a lot of them do that. And finally, the best thing about this mask, the one thing that I really wanted to make sure I mentioned when I talked about it on the channel, is the fact that it is comfortable. I can wear this thing I've actually worn it around my house and everything else, fully filtered, for about 2 hours, and I didn't really have to worry about much discomfort, okay? It's just like when I had my issue mask. I had the M40 and then the M50, but I was able to wear that mask for hours if I needed to, which is nice that you can still do that with this kind of mask and not have to worry about discomfort. It's very disheartening whenever you put on a mask that you need to wear for your own safety, and after about 15-20 minutes your face starts to hurt and you have to take the mask off and take a break. Okay, you lose production or you lose productivity, and potentially if you are in a situation where you need to have the mask on to save your life, it only makes wearing the mask much worse. So the fact that it's comfortable for extended use is definitely one of those pluses I had to make sure I mentioned in this video. Now, some of the things that I don't like, there are two main things that I don't like about this that I have to make sure I mention so you know going in if you want to buy this product or not. Number one, you cannot wear glasses if you happen to need glasses while you're wearing this. It's going to compromise the seal and it's not going to be good. They make what's called little snap-ins that you can use to help you with your eyesight, but if you happen to wear glasses, you're going to have to remove those things if you want to put this on and maintain a seal. So you can't wear it with glasses. This is that snap-in I was talking about. All you do is you get your prescription lenses, put in these little frames, and then you snap it into the mask. If you wear glasses, this is your only option. That's my biggest complaint. And the second thing is, just like with military use, there's no way that you can drink, okay? The good thing about the military gas mask is they have the little nozzle inside so you can hook up your canteen and drink water if you happen to have to wear this for 8, 10, 12 hours. Well, guess what? This doesn't. So you will have to remove it to drink water. So if you are in a situation like an NBC situation and you have to hydrate, you better hope you hydrated pretty well before, because if you take this thing off to drink in an area where you're not decontaminated, congratulations, you've just compromised yourself. So the fact that there is no way to drink water, that's a downside. But all in all, I really like this product. I wanted to go ahead and make sure I mentioned it on my channel for those of you who may be looking for another type of respirator or gas mask outside of Mira Safety. I know Mira Safety is really big in this community, but they kind of did me wrong, so I don't want to do any business with them. So I wanted to have another option, and Parcel Safety was there. So instead of having to buy a surplus mask or go with Mira, I had I found this company and I tried them out and I really do like their product. So I wanted to go ahead and make sure I mentioned that to y'all because I know there are people probably in the same situation that don't want to give their money to Mira and they needed to have something they could stash away. Finally, before I go, I forgot to mention this is about $250 shipped. They run deals all the time, buy one, get one deals, especially that's how I got this one. I got it on buy one, get one deal around Black Friday. So you can get 2 masks for the price of one at $250, or you can, you know, they run $50, $100 off sales all the time. So check them out. Put them on your little watch list if you want to, you know, find them on a decent price because they are worth the money.
But if you learned anything at all from this video, please do me a humongous favor and give this one a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you are not, and I'll catch y'all on the next one, all right? Bye.